Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped. Something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
It's funny. I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things. Of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
So, is there a part you'd like to work with today?
Yeah, I've been thinking, so I've told you about the story about how, I worked with the movie people, and then there was the big betrayal with the community and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was that 4 years ago? And I think that there's this part that's really, what's the word? I don't want to say it and then judgmental. It's holding pain that's keeping me from kind of feeling free, I guess. But it's holding on to the message that I received from that whole situation that I guess was the same message from my childhood, that I'm worthless and disposable and, all that stuff.
Okay. Sounds
evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like exile energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, do you have a place in or around your body that you feel it?
Yeah, in my chest. And I felt, caved in.
And how do you feel towards it when you notice it there?
Curious and compassionate.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that comes up? Any protectors that we need to check in with that don't want you going there?
Yeah, there's a part that says, you know, the judgments, the what's your problem? It was 4 years ago. This shouldn't bother you. You should be over it. Who cares what they say? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how strong is that part now? Do you think should we address that first, or does it feel like it's relaxed enough to allow you to go to the exile?
Yeah, I think it's relaxed enough.
Okay. Just make a note to maybe come back to it and see if it's any different later. So are you able to deepen your access to this other energy in your chest? Can you get closer to it or see it or notice anything else about it?
Okay. Yeah, I see her just kind of curled up in a ball in a corner trying to hide and kind of rocking, like trying to self-soothe, I guess.
Yeah, see if you can let it know that you're curious about it and that you want to get to know it better.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of she's scared. Kind of reminds me of my niece has these little kittens, and the kittens, when I approach her, she hisses. But then she lets me pet her, and then she calms down. But it's like that. She's kind of lashing out, you know.
Yeah. You might let her know that you know that these other parts have been hard on her, like the protector part that says, what's your problem?
Yeah. Okay. this seems weird, so I'm kind of I guess hesitant to share. I don't know, because I'm like, did I just make that up?
Mm-hmm.
Or, but imagine like she, I told her, you know, hey, I know they've been tough, but like on you, but that doesn't fly here. And then it seemed like she stood up and hugged me, but then she like bit me like in the neck, like a vampire. And I'm like, am I just making that up? That just seemed like that seemed so weird.
Interesting.
And then
go ahead. Yeah.
kind of stood back like, okay, now what?
The part is saying that, like, now what?
Yeah.
And how do you respond to that?
I don't know. I'm not afraid of her.
Yeah.
Um,
You feel compassionate?
yeah. Yeah. Like maybe she was trying to scare me away.
Yeah. I would say just lean into that compassion for her and her situation.
Okay.
Just stay with that you want her to you want to get to know her. So
okay.
If she can communicate with you in any way, that would be good. You'd be able to help her.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's like, you can't help me. Like, what's the point? I'm broken. I'm fucked up. Nobody wants me here. Like, there's no point.
Try asking if she feels like you understand her pain.
Okay. She says no, and she feels like I abandoned her.
Yeah. And does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could let her know that at least, that you understand that, and that you want to be there for her now. Maybe ask what she can show you that would help you understand.
Okay. Yeah, she's showing me like a few pieces of what happened as far as a weird situation where I was I had met some of them outside of a comedy club, and they told me that they were kicking me off the project, and I was crying, and I didn't want people to see me, so I kind of like, there was this wall, so I kind of like just squatted down, so that people couldn't see me, and I heard the guy lying and telling everyone, he was like, "Oh, she's laying on the ground crying, trying to get attention." And just kind of feeling helpless, like it didn't matter what I said or did. It was like everybody had already kind of turned, you know. And just feeling all these moments of helplessness and feeling misunderstood, and yeah.
And are you okay watching all that now? Seeing those memories?
Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, it's sad, but it doesn't seem to be like triggering.
Good. Yes, just let the part know that you're okay seeing all of that, and that you want to see everything that she wants to show you in order to really understand how she feels. And that and even just what you told me, which is it's sad, and you're okay with with being with it.
Okay. Yeah, one of the hardest moments was when, I mean, it was all hard the last, for, probably 3 years after. And obviously it still affects me, but one of the hardest was, like she's reminding me this woman took it upon herself to, I don't know. Well, she replaced me with herself, and she took it upon herself to just be the aggressor, I guess, the vocal one. And she was telling me that I was the same as the woman who cried rape on Emmett Till.
Okay.
You know that story, Emmett Till?
I don't.
Okay. It was, I mean, really quick, it was a black boy who was 14 who was killed back in the 40s.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah. They said, "Oh, you're the same as the white lady that cried rape, and you're just trying to destroy us, and you might as well, you're crying suicide. You're just trying to get attention. Why don't you just do it?"
Wow.
And I so badly, like, it took everything in me to not do it. And like, my sister had to call a therapist, and the therapist was like, hide the knives and the pills. And I really, like, it was so hard not to just do it then, to just, like, I already wanted to do it. And she was daring me.
Wow,
And
yeah.
I think that's one of the core messages that is just, my dad would call me Josepher, like Lucifer, that I was evil. And they all agreed, this entire community, that I was evil. Even though the last time I saw each person, like, we were all good, somehow whatever this guy told everyone just turned it all. Like, didn't matter what I did or said.
Yeah.
Kind of like my dad, just whatever I do or say, I'm still evil and worthless.
How's that part feel now about you understanding it? Her.
Yeah. Yeah, she feels like I'm getting it.
And how are you being with her?
I'm just trying to listen and be there, I guess.
Is she still balled up in a corner, or have you?
No, she's like standing up, like we're standing up having this conversation.
Yeah.
She's not like ready to be touched or anything. But she's more angry than scared now. So I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, she's communicating with you and she's showing you all that pain.
Yeah.
Just the more she wants to show you about her anger.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to burn it all down. Like a dragon just breathing fire on.
Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Ask if there's something that you can do with her or for her, or yeah, back in those times.
Okay. Yeah, she in that moment when I was just crying and squatting, I imagined I stood up and I called the guy out and I was like, "You're lying. You're a liar." And I was like, if you guys want to kick me off this movie that is about suicide because I was suicidal, and if you think that a movie is more important than helping people who are suicidal, then fuck you. You can have the fucking movie, and fuck all of you. And I flip them all off and I walk away.
And how does she like seeing that?
She likes it.
Okay. You mentioned your father. Is there more to do?
Yes. Yeah, she so I went to one of my childhood homes and yelled at him and said, "You decided I was evil the day I was born because I looked like my mom. And how can you do that to a child and like cut his head off.
Okay. And how does she like seeing that?
Good.
Good. Yeah, just let her know that you want to be doing this for her from now on.
Okay.
And maybe just because we might share this, obviously we're not talking about you becoming a violent person in the external world,
No.
but if you're in situations where that part is feeling that way, that you're its advocate, and you can see what justice would look like, and you can shield it
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah. I think just by speaking up, not by actually becoming physically violent, just by using my voice.
Yeah. Yeah, or not. I mean, again, even that could be an internal kind of process. Like, what you decide to do in the external world is dependent on every situation. And I just, it's what's important is your relationship with this part, and that all is within you.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that that's clear, that's really the focus. And doing these exercises is healing for the parts.
Yeah.
Parts that have been curled up in a corner for that long. That's what they need. So yeah, ask if she's ready to come with you to a safe place. She's ready to leave that place.
Okay. Yeah, she's ready.
Great. So you can show her some alternatives, or just let her go wherever she'd like. It could be a fantasy place. Go ahead and go there with her.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to go to the house that's by the ocean.
Great. Just tell her that she never has to go back, and see if she's ready to unload the feelings. Ask where she's carrying them in her body.
Okay. Yeah, she's ready, and it seems like that's the head and chest.
Uh-huh. And how would she like to give that up? Light, wind, fire, water, earth, anything else?
And I think fire.
Yeah. Okay. So set that up for her or with her and tell her to do that until it's all out.
Okay. Sorry if I'm making noise here. Just
all right.
moving a little bit. Okay.
Now how's she feeling?
Pretty relaxed.
Are there any other qualities or emotions or strengths, anything she'd like to invite into her body?
Yeah. Strength. Um, peace or calmness. um, Trust.
And would it be okay to check in with that protector now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the protector that says, what's your problem? Who cares? Can you invite it in and just see how it reacts?
Okay. Yeah, it sees.
And is there a new role that this protector would like to take?
Yeah, I think like helping me find my voice if I'm ever in situations where, you know, like that, where I need to be stood up for.
Great. Was there anything else to do? Are there any other parts that are concerned, or anything anything we could do for these parts? You could ask what you can do for them in the future.
Okay. Yeah, they want me to be like honest and, you know, sometimes I you know, will tell people what I think they want to hear,
Mm-hmm.
and just to avoid conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And they want me to find a way to not do that.
Yeah. I'm wondering if just having that better relationship with them and having closer communication with them will at least, you know, cue you into like when that needs to be done, or
Yeah,
okay. So how's it feeling?
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Has this been helpful? I mean, do you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, super
we've
helpful.
been doing this for so long, and I wonder how much, how much it really helps. Always curious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge help.
Yeah. Me
It
too.
makes a big difference. Yeah.
Me too. Awesome. Cool. Well, it's been wonderful talking with you. Thank you, Parts, and thank you for sharing with me.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows? That might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.